So we will be, creating lava today. So how to create lava, we'll see. And for that, we should have few simple models as well. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just taking a plane. Let me create a plane here. Let it have some width and height. Okay. Then in sculpting, just pull this. Go to tool settings, you can pull this outside like this. Okay, it's something like this. I'm gonna lift this a little bit up. Then later, I'll go to vertex. It's like this. Okay. So here I'm selecting this face. I'm gonna extrude this face. I'm just creating a simple mountain first. I'm gonna extrude again to inside. Extrude again to inside. And let me delete that face. So it looks something like this now. Okay. So later what I'll do, I'm gonna make this live. Means, for example, I need to create a path. Means, let's say, for example, I want lava to flow from here. So it should flow like this. And in particular path, I just want lava to flow. For that, you have to create a path first. To create a path, you need to select this, go to modify, make live. I'm gonna make this particular object a live, make live. So when I do make live, whatever I create, it will be on the surface. For example, if I create a sphere, it will be on the surface. See? Otherwise, it used to creating on the grid actually. So now it's on live. Whatever I do, it will be on the object. So what I'm going to do is go to create curve tool, CV curve tool. I would like to have a curve from this particular point. Enter. So you can see a curve has been created on top of this object. Later, what we have to do is you need to select this particular object, go to modify again, make not live. So once you make not live, it's done. Right. So this is a curve which we have created on top of this particular surface. Okay. Any doubts up to here? How to create a simple mountain and how to create a curve on top of the mountain, exactly on top of the mountain. Okay. Any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
Then go to FX. Go to FX. Under FX, you have to go to here menu FX. Okay.
Yes.
In this, you have to go to flow. Okay, before that, let me set up this for some 250 frames. Okay, first you need to set the timeline here. Go to effects, flow, create curve flow. So when we create curve flow from frame number 1 to 250, we start getting the lava. Okay, post that also you'll be getting, but you see now we got these locators and into some curves. Okay, so what happens here? Let me play this. So you can see the particles which are flowing from here to here. See? Can you see the particles which are flowing like this? Exactly on the path only. Like this, see? Right? So we have defined, a path wherein the curve will be flowing along with the path. Okay, along the side of the path. So first what we have to do is the particle. Right now, the particle the particle first. This is called flow particle. Life and all, it's predefined. Basically there is a start time and there's an end time, and within that it has taken the path. Okay, it has taken the life. So now instead of points, change this to blobby surface. Change this to blobby surface. Okay. Now let's say when I take a render, I just made this as a blobby surface. I'm gonna take a render in Maya software. This is the output you get. Okay, let me smoothen this. When I take a render, you're getting an output something like this. Now what I'll do, select the particle. In the particle, you have to go to particle render type. Okay, current render type under render attribute. So Lila, you have sent an image, I think it's of another particle. What you have to do is go to particle render type, current render type, increase threshold. So when I start increasing threshold, this was the earlier output which you got, and this is the current output. See, it blends. Okay, so just see how much threshold you want, like that you do. Okay,
Yes.
so particle is flowing like this. Later what I'll do is, here I want particle thickness, like thickness to be more. Here it's a bit lesser. Okay, so for that we are gonna discuss about the radius of the particle. Means the thickness, the size, the radius of the particle in the initial time, in the beginning, it should be quite bigger. Here it should be smaller. For that, let's add an attribute. We need to add an attribute here. Just below the per particle attribute is done, right? Here we need to add an attribute. So under add dynamic attribute, click on general, go to particle, search for radius pp here. Yes, I got it. Radius pp. Pp stands for per particle. Okay. You need to click on the general. This is the tab which you get. The multiple options are there. Just pick radius pp and give OK. When you do that, you see that radius pp here. Okay. So after this, just right click, create a ramp. So when we do that, automatically here thickness is more, and you see here thickness, oh, it's none, it's zero almost. Why? Because uh, in the beginning, the radius ramp is in white color. Let me just edit the ramp. In the beginning, it is white color. At the end, it is black. So I don't want complete black. Let it be something like this. Okay. So then, see, ramp color decides, whether particle to be there or not. Okay, it's like that. Then after that, just come back. You have array mapper. Where is this array mapper? Same, you have to go to radius pp, right click, edit array mapper. The minimum value of the minimum is this one. Minimum value of the particle, let it be 1, and the maximum be 3. So the thickness, it is really huge here. Here it is less. So then when I take a render, you see something like this. Okay, this is quite odd. So I make this as 0.5 and this as 2. Okay. That's fine. So I'm getting an output like this. That's 1.5. Then after that, I'll go to particle, and the particle threshold, let me reduce some, a bit. Now this is okay. So after this, let me add a material. We need to add a material because this has to look like lava. So for that, just right click. Let me assign new material. I can assign blend or even Pong also. Let me go with blend. So in a blend, click on this color. Let's add some color. I'll go for 3D color. We have something called creator. I'll take creator. So the first thing, the color should be orangish. Second is channel 2. It should be fire, like red. And the third, almost black. Okay, so this is looking like fire. Then after that, I'll come back. Let me take a render. Okay, you started getting some output like this. Then what I'll do? Bump map. You have bump map here. Under billion, so this and blend, you have bump map. Click on this one. Here, take 2D texture. Noise. I'll take noise. So let me take a render. So it's really hard to identify noise here. So let me add 5 and let's take a render. Okay, you have some amount of noise. Okay. Okay, then after this, just come out. Hmm. I'll go for special effects. Just below this, you have special effects. Here, glow intensity, I make 0.3. So that when you play, now these particles will glow a bit. Now when I take a render, you started getting glow, right? Any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So here for this mountain, you can unwrap and you can apply some grass texture or volcanic mountain, that texture. Okay.
Mm,
This is if you notice here, the thickness of the particle here, it is quite bigger. Here it's smaller.
mm.
This is what we wanted. Okay. Then do a simple lighting, because since this is of lava, an orange tint is required in the light. So if we create, it's almost done. Let me do that. I'll go to create light. So I'll take point light. I'm gonna place the point light here. It's okay. Color of the point light. Let me just take color of the point light. Let me make this a bit of orangish. Okay. So when I take a render, it's like this.
Mm.
Got it. You can apply some other texture for this mountain. Okay. Let me save this. Let's TP in my dynamics. So any doubts? We created a mountain first, then we made it live, then we draw a curve on top of it, then make node live, then select the curve, go to dynamics effect. Inside that effects, you have to pick curve flow, then work on the particle, type of particle, apply material, you'll get it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Um, so try this, and this particular final output you can use for demo as well, your tutorial. Okay. This is
Okay, sir.
simple only. It won't take much time. Means you need to look into the video, again and just practice. Okay. Means you need to understand the logic here. Okay. So you have to do step by step. Just understand the logic, and you can achieve the output. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I need to see, like your assignments as well of the dynamics. Kindly share the last class work also. Okay, haven't received from anyone. Just try. Okay.
Yes, sir. So I ask if you can send
Okay.
the horse walking.
Horse walking. No,
Yes, because
that's an animation part actually. Four-leg walk and all you can try. Means you need to see the poses, different poses, horse walk poses, and we have to do that. Means are you working on the animation part or it's of dynamics?
I mean like the last class that we were doing, because we don't have.
That's okay. See, it's not necessary that you have to do the horse only. You try something else, or else last class work. Okay, the horse model I'll be sending. Okay, today I'll send through
Okay.
WhatsApp.
Okay. sir.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay. So
Try completing this. Okay, I'll be uploading the video and I'll share the source files also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
okay.
Okay then. Bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Thank you. Sir. Bye.
Bye
You
bye.
too.
Yeah.